What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hot Radio. Shout in as always. I got my podcast partner off in this thing. OG Gangsta Wicked, a Ghetto Mafia, aka Big Galaxy.
Man, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Talk to me.
I'm an MVP. When you address me,
you know what?
You address me as an MVP.
Wasn't given to you with love, I would really give you the business right now,
the
sir.
city of Atlanta has made me an MVP, and it's hard for that to just come out your mouth.
First of all, you change your name every week, okay? One day you was Big Galaxy, the other day you was...
I was never Big Galaxy. I was Galaxy Wick, but I'm going to tell you something. Jermaine Dupree put me up on the wall as a legend in this city.
And I meant to call Jermaine to tell him that he made a big mistake.
Nothing else from you.
No, I meant to call Jermaine and I said, you know, you made a huge mistake. Don't let him come down there and take no pictures of no nothing. But, I mean, it was well earned and deserved. We got to slide down there to that museum, too, as well.
Absolutely.
But now, in the building with us today, sir, we got a New York icon and legend stepping off in this thing.
Right.
You know, I mean, he goes by the name of Father MC. What's good with it, boss?
What's good with you, brother?
Man, feeling good, feeling great. First of all, you know, appreciate you stopping in this thing, chopping it up with us today, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, Father, can you take us to day one, though, man? I had the pleasure of talking to Marquand the other day, man, and I mean, he was talking about your success when he was just a young kid out here watching you go crazy.
I remember.
At what point was it that hip-hop bit your ass and made you say, you know what, let me go out here and start rapping?
We was young. Me and Malcolm was young, and my other brother Charles, and we had the thing. We had to survive.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And Malcolm was just bad. He was bad, nigga. Sparfit every week, and he was bad. And I remember hearing Rapper's Delight, and I was like, dang. When I seen him, I heard the record, but when I seen him on TV, it was like, you know. It hit me like, you could get paid from this?
Yeah.
And they were saying at the time back then, like, rap ain't gonna be here no more than 5 years. That's what they were saying. And I was like, well, let me snatch my piece of the pie right now.
Exactly.
And that just changed my world, man. And you know, me and Malcorn, I mean, I tell artists all the time, man, you gotta invest in yourself.
Yeah.
You have to. Me and Malcorn was eating, like, snow up to here, to our chest. The buses stopped running.
Yeah.
Me and Malcolm was eating like hot chocolate and cupcakes from the store. And we were stealing it from the store, standing in the cold, waiting to catch the dollar vans in New York to go back home because studio time was cheap. Or for hours, or for peak hours.
Yeah.
So we was doing that. And then, you know, we just putting in the work, man. And you know, I just knew God told me I was gonna be Father MC.
How did you come up with the name Father MC though?
I got kicked out of Brooklyn. So the courts kicked me out of Brooklyn. So moms had to move to Far Rockaway, Queens.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, you know, I got out there and I seen I went to IS 53. I seen the 5 Percenters.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know what it was about. I saw these dudes beating this nigga to death, pardon me. They was stomping this kid because he ain't know his lessons. And I was like, okay, I get it. So my name, I just said, I can't go into high school with Timmy T. I'm like, you know, so I had to think. I said Father. So Father, and I spelled Father, this is how crazy. I spelled Father FARTHER, right? I had it on my motorcycle helmet with black duct tape. It was crazy. And I went to summer school before I got to high school. And I had this cooking teacher, and she called me Father. First day of school, where all the 5 Percenters are in the hallway, and they building, and they like, peace, God, peace, God.
Yeah.
This short white cooking teacher screams out, Father. I turned around, and I'm like, oh, shit. And then everybody's like, peace, God, peace, peace. And I had to, you know, they asking you today's mathematics, they asking you, you know, and I remember now, the only thing flashing is I seen this kid get stomped out.
Exactly.
So I'm like this. I knew the game, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, look, peace, God. Yo, God, how you see the day's mathematics? I was like, look, I don't see the day's mathematics. I know and understand it.
Yeah.
that took it to a whole nother level because now they thinking I know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't know shit.
Yeah.
I just said, I don't see it, I know it. So that got me in the clear.
Yeah.
Quick thinking, like, bad.
Can you break down that whole 5% of movement at that time, though? I mean,
It
what
still,
was it
it
that
still
they
is a
meant?
movement. It's the 5% who believe that the black man is God.
Yeah.
You know, and the each brother peace God. You know what I'm saying? And it's a religion, just like the Muslims and just like the Baptists. They really, and I've known 5%ers like through my whole life.
Yeah.
Like that still go hard with the 5% Nation. So it's a religion.
So now, when it came to creating this music, though, Father, I mean, when you got in that studio, did you know that you were going straight to Uptown? How the hell did that collaboration come about?
Nah. This is the crazy. I was signed to an independent. It was Father MC and the First Fleet.
Yeah.
It was me and 2 DJs. That was my gimmick.
That's right.
And next thing you know, my DJs end up going to jail. Hey, Robski and Shati Shamel, peace. God bless Shati. And we signed to this record company, Stupid Fresh Records. They wasn't doing nothing. Yeah. So I knew, you know, this lady came to me. Her name was Linda, and she took me to LL Cool J's mother house. And I'm like, oh, shit. She took me shopping, you know, everything. Took me to the mall, everything. This is before Father. I'm like, you know, she was doing the stuff the manager's supposed to do.
Yeah. She
took me to LL Cool J's mother house. LL Cool J's mother met me. Took me to Def Jam.
Damn.
So she took me, and I told Leo Cohen, I'm signed to this Stupid Fresh Records.
Yeah.
He said, I had the contract because they had told me to bring everything. LL's mom told me to bring everything.
Yeah.
When we went, I gave him the contract. Leo Cohen called the lawyer, and boom, before the meeting was over, he said, you're no longer signed to Stupid Fresh Records. You're now independent. You can do whatever. He says, I want you to be on Def Jam.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, but he had to go out of the country for a month.
Yeah.
So the thing that was beautiful was I had time it was no rush.
Yeah.
But I knew I was going to Def Jam. They just got me on my deal.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I meet Dante Ross. Dante Ross was the president at Tommy Boy at the time.
Yeah.
Dante started seeking me out and started taking me to all of these. I was a battle rapper back then.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. Uptown changed the whole scenario. We'll get to that. But and Dante offered me a deal. He said, listen, I can sign you to Tommy Boy right now, but I'm going to Elektra. So if you want to wait 6 months, you can, but I'm going to give you a contract for Tommy Boy. So now I got 2 contracts.
Yeah.
Then all of these record company contracts start coming. I met Kurt Woodley. He was the A&R at Uptown.
Yeah.
He started taking me to the studio. I stopped paying for studio. But he kept, we was doing that record, doing it in the park.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, concrete park. And he kept wanting me to change my damn words. And I got tired of it. I was like, damn, but the studio was free.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, so I'm like, I was hustling at the time.
Yeah.
So it was like hustling and working at Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'm like, I got free studio, but if I stop messing with this cat, I'm gonna have to pay for the studio again.
Yeah.
The studio, no matter, that shit was money. It was crazy. So I decided to walk away. Even though he was the A&R for Uptown.
Yeah.
But I saw how Uptown, when I'd be there, go meet with Kurt at Uptown Records, I seen how Albie Shore was getting made. Albie Shore was a regular dude.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I've watched the process of them building him. He became the Black Elvis Presley.
Exactly.
And then you got Heavy D was giving me love. Just the persona, the way Uptown was making celebrities.
Yeah.
I saw a guy treated me like my brothers from day one. Like they in their Lamborghinis riding around the block. And this is before Uptown went to Manhattan. This is when they was in Brooklyn.
My God.
And it was so raw. I was like, damn, I like this label. I like the feel good. Not the label, I like the management.
Yeah.
So I went back and I stopped messing with Kurt, and I was like, damn, what am I gonna do? Now I got all these contracts. So what happened, I went and started making my records again. I started paying for studio. I got with my guy, CJ from Queens, from Hollis, Queens.
Yeah.
We made this record called It's Time to Go Prime. Here comes all of the Sylvia Rome's and all of those people I started getting more contracts. And now I did it by myself with my own dime.
Yeah.
So now I have 13, 14 contracts. That's when all the labels existed.
Yeah.
Before Universal bought everybody out.
Yeah.
I went back to Uptown for management. I didn't go for a record deal. And then next thing you know, I said, I want management. I want y'all to manage me. And they was like, well, let's hear what you got first. I had a bag full of contracts.
Yeah.
I played the records.
Yeah.
And they like, Andre bust in the room like, yo, who's that? What's going on? And I'm behind the door.
Yeah.
So when he bust in, he don't see me. So he's like, yo, who's that? And Bob Celestin said, that black nigga you say you call Father MC. and Andre's like, yo, get him on the phone right now.
Yeah.
Get him on the phone. Now my bag is up there with the contracts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Bob is looking at him, and I'll never forget Steve Lucas. They're looking at Andre like this, like he's writing back, like, and then Bob is like, yo, Dre, he don't need a record deal.
Yeah.
He's like, what you talking about? I need that record money. I need the record.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he said, I came from behind the door, and he said, all of these contracts, he said, it was a Friday. He said, Father, he called Eloise Bryant, God bless. Mm-hmm. He called her, made her go to the bank. It was right up the street. Got $1,000. Now I'm hustling. So $1,000 back then, I signed my deal in '89. $1,000 back then was like $100,000 right now. Mm. You get what I'm saying? He giving me $1,000, clear money.
Yeah.
I ain't got to hustle. I'm calling my brothers and my dudes. We going to Latin quarters.
Yeah.
And he gives me the $1,000. He says, if I can't beat everybody's offer, we'll manage you, and you don't owe me the $1,000. Mm. He said, give me until Tuesday. It's Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
I said, yo, stop, man. I said, I'm all right. I waited this long. I could wait. You know, I know I'm getting the deal. That's the last thing in my worry. If I don't, I'm going to Def Jam.
Yeah.
That was my, I'm going to Def Jam.
Exactly.
I'm already was sold until they offered me the deal.
Yeah.
So he gave me $1,000. I'm like, even if I wasn't, I was going to front like I was and take the $1,000. It was a weekend. Man.
Have a good weekend.
I'll never forget, I was at Kentucky Fried Chicken, and my brother kept calling me, like, yo, did you hear from them yet? Nigga, no, I ain't hear from them. Yeah, I can't hear from them if you calling me. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, 4:30, that phone rang. I'll never forget, I stared at the phone. I was like, that's them. I answered the phone. Hello, man. I speak to Timothy boom. Yo, this is he. What's going on, Bob? I already know your voice, buddy. What's going on?
Yeah.
Give it to me. He says, I just want to say welcome to Uptown. You can quit your job. When he said that money, change of life. God hit the building. That was a change of life, man. I never forget. I called my brother and said, yo, meet me at KFC. I'm getting undressed right now. We got the deal.
Yeah.
He met me. We took the Long Island Railroad to Uptown, went and got the check because they gave me a deal memorandum. Mm. So they gave me a check. I had the biggest bidding war. So they gave me a check that wasn't the check. That was just to sign, just to take this deal memorandum.
Yeah.
When you finish, your lawyers start, politicking, I'll get the rest, the full amount.
My God.
It was I ain't never had that much money I bought my mom's a house. Dude, I ain't have a record.